for a collab video today. I'm so excited to announce a collab video with Stephanie, who has the channel called The Style Stumbler. And if you don't know her, go check her channel because she's amazing. She's an artist, has a great voice, and I came across her channel, I remember, a couple of years ago while I was looking for information about the MAC neutral palette. MAC Cosmetics released a new range of eyeshadows with improved pigmentation. They are called connecting color, and a YouTube search is very useful to find these gems like Stephanie's channel. And after watching that video about MAC, I will put a thumbnail here and I will link the video in my description box. I was hooked by the informative content and also the way it's presented because she is original in the presentation. Also, we are quite aligned in our passion for makeup at one end, but on the other end, we also want to be conscious with our spending. This sustainable approach is what she calls Adagio Beauty and is aligned with my mindset. I call this channel B.O.B. Mindset for that reason. Before having YouTube channel, I was buying a lot of makeup. I have quite an extensive knowledge of all the brands, especially in the high-end or luxury category. And after overbuying and trying them all, I came to the conclusion that it's not worth doing that. And therefore you find many channels like mine, like Stephanie's one, or people that have learned their lesson to convey their views. So her series about the Adagio Beauty and also the way she struggles with the makeup monster in her is so funny to watch. And she was so generous. She is quite a bigger channel than mine. It was so generous to accept this collab. And the topic chosen for this collab video is 5 beauty holy grails. So I'll give you my take on this. And I'm curious to see Stephanie's point of view and her picks. I've chosen these 5 items. It's not only makeup, it's skincare, makeup, tools. You will see them in a moment. Things that I'm desperately missing, that I used in the past and desperately missing, so I'm saving to pick them. Or things that I can't live without, I have in my collection. So let's start. The first product is well known to you because I was obsessed by this mask, and is the VALMONT Prime Renewing Mask. I don't have it anymore because I finished up and I'm saving for it. I'm missing it. It's the mask that I would like for special occasions, but also for weekends to keep my skin in the optimum condition. I don't have any other product that gives me that result. And right now I've replaced it with a cheaper option that is the Drunk Elephant Protein Cream, but it's not the same thing. That VALMONT Prime Renewing Mask is something that I plan to repurchase as soon as possible. I'm saving for it as soon as I have enough money to buy it because it's quite expensive. I want it in my collection. I truly think it is a valid product for me, for the effect that I get and for the feedback that I get from people that usually do not notice my skin condition. So when I get this type of feedback, I know that it works. I have plenty of videos about that cream. If you type VALMONT on my channel, you will see the videos related to that. I was skeptical at first. In this video I was skeptical, I had just bought it. But then in this last video, I could tell my experience with it after finish up the cream. It's a mask that can be used as cream. So for me, I was using it as night cream and also as a mask before an event, night out, or a special occasion, or an interview. Things happened in my life. That mask helped me to have the confidence to go through all things that happened. I'm in the process of changing job and moving to another country, so a lot is gonna happen to my life and to this channel as well. My second holy grail is another staple. In this case, I have it, and this is my favorite cleansing balm. I do not record a lot of videos about skincare, but I'm obsessed with cleansers. I tried a lot of cleansers. It's the product I try to switch more often than others. And this has been a staple in my skincare arsenal for years. And I tried alternatives, but this is the best. This is the HARDIE Moringa's Cleansing Balm. And this is, to me, is the most potent balm that can erase all the heavy makeup that I use. Eyeliners, or I use kajal as well, plus mascara that usually is waterproof because I go to the gym and I swim. And this is potent enough to, dissolve all that heavy eye makeup, because with kajal, eyeliners and mascara, that's a lot of black that I have in my eyes every day, and I want to get rid of it completely at the end of the day, and this does the job. Let me show you how this is. This is the big pot. I also have a backup just to show you how much I love this. And this is a yellow balm, and is a thick balm that breaks down whatever finds. So I rely on this to break down my SPF as well. So I cannot live without this. And as I said, I tried many other ones. Evilom, I tried Clinique, that is more waxy, DENMAN. Now I bought a Kiko one because I wanted to try it, but this is reliable, not beaten yet. This is the best. It's also better than, for example, Shuemura oil, cleansing oil. It doesn't clean as well as this. So I much prefer the balm consistency, that greasy, thick consistency that melts everything. So it's a holy grail for a reason, and it deserves its fame. It has some disadvantages, for example, some blurred vision just after applied, but I can cope with it because no other balm has broken down my makeup like this. So after I use this as a first cleanser, I can proceed with a mild cleanser just to remove the excess oil. But all the makeup has been removed with this, and that don't have to be harsh on my eyes if I use this. While with others, I need to rub, and I don't like that. I want a potent balm, and then I will try to be, mild, gentle with my skin and my eyes. That's why I love it so much. I rely on it. Another holy grail is this one. It's the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. It's a private blend fragrance. It means it's more on the expensive side, and this has been, considered like sunscreen fragrance. Guys, I don't care. This is the body spray version. I went through two of eau de parfum, and then I have an atomizer, the white refillable packaging by Tom Ford. And I purchased all the things in this line. I finished the body oil, the one without glitters that I would recommend. That is amazing. I will repurchase it. I finished, as I said, two of the eau de parfum. I finished a eau de toilette. And right now I'm working on the shimmering oil. That is a fail because I don't think it's refined. I mean, those glitters stay on the skin. I don't like it, and that's why it takes more time to finish it up. But I went through all of these because this is my favorite fragrance, and after spending so much money, I came to the conclusion that, to me, this is the right format. Is the body spray. It has the same, I have not such a sophisticated nose so that I recognize the difference between this body spray and eau de parfum. To me, it's the same fragrance. Is so sophisticated because it screams a little bit of beach and summer, but is also a signature scent because of that. I like to be associated with the summer season. I'm a positive person. I can be sometimes superficial, maybe. You need some superficiality in your life sometimes, also as a weapon, as a way of going through all the difficulties in your life. I like a fresh, sweet scent with a little floral, white floral, a lot of coconut, and I don't like when people read notes. I much prefer what I personally can detect, and I detect white flowers, coconut, and vanilla. So I detect some sweetness with some, innocence related to the white flowers that aligns with my personality, the touch of ingenuity and faith in people, that naive approach to life and something that is boosted with this fragrance. When it comes to fragrance, the experience is very subjective and it involves also memories and feelings that you associate with the fragrance. And that's why I think this is my fragrance. I switch a lot. I have many fragrances, but this is my signature fragrance and this is the cheapest way to have it. I use it also before going to bed. I love to go to bed with a little bit of this fragrance. And I don't have the cap because I'm using to store some eyeliners. So this is the way I'm using it. It's very practical, not elegant at all, but it has some allure in my opinion. And I love this fragrance. I will continue to repurchase in this format because it's the cheapest way to get this fragrance. So yeah, Holy Grail, Soleil Blanc, Tom Ford. Last two Holy Grails, one makeup product, and you may know at this point what it is my customized and therefore so unique, tailored to me. I'm so proud of this palette. It's the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette and is made of ambient lighting powders. It has ethereal light that if I have to choose one ambient lighting powder, I would pick this one. But I cannot restrain myself to one. I would also pick dim light. So it has two dim light that, as you may know at this point, it's my favorite bronzer. Then I have, as I said, this is my favorite powder, ethereal light. Then there's dim light, and these are two other powders that I found in those holiday palettes. I like the yellow peachy tone, especially for summer when I find these ones to be too white. Then I dipped my brush in these powders as well. As you can see, is well loved. This is my perfect arrangement because it is my all year long ambient lighting palette. I love the way I can customize it. It has a gradient practically. So depending on the time of the year, I can put my brush more on this side or on this side, and create during winter is a full face palette. I'm so proud of it. I depotted the shades, arranged it this way, multiple trials until I reached the Holy Grail status. This is my favorite finishing powder. It is fragrance free and it gives this ethereal quality, perfected quality to the skin. I miss it when I don't have it on. A similar effect I get with the Guerlain Pearls Meteorites, but the Guerlain is more shimmery, it is fragranced, and it is more unpractical because of the format in loose pearls, while these are compact powders, so it's much more practical, and I can play in a controlled way with different shades. While with Guerlain ones, yeah, I have to mix the pearls in an uncontrolled way. The palette form is not for everybody. Many of you commented that you prefer singles. Of course, singles are much bigger and it's a better, cost per gram. But I prefer the palette because of the versatility and the possibility to switch the shades depending on the time of the year, my mood, the effect I want to create. This is perfection. This is my favorite because it has staples. So this is the Holy Grail status. While the other one has colored powders, so deeper bronzers, blushes, and highlights, but it has not reached the Holy Grail status because I need to tweak some shades to make it perfect for me. But this is perfection. I can use all the shades. I love all the shades here. So great purchase and great work to arrange it the way it is. And finally, this is another Holy Grail. And you may say, what? This is so basic. Yes, indeed, but it's an Holy Grail because of that. It's a DENMAN brush. It's a plastic brush. I used to have one and I practically destroyed my brush after using it for 10 years. Afterwards, I went to London for work and I found it and I purchased other two. And right now I'm living with these two identical brushes. So this is the one that I carry with me to the gym. And I have another one in my bathroom. I have very thick hair, bleached and very long. And this can detangle my hair in a way that I don't get with other type of brushes. And I found it very sturdy, and also I found it very easy to clean because of the space in between the bristles here. And I can take all the mess of hair that is trapped at the bottom after I finished brushing my hair. I get just one thing to remove and it's clean practically. So the cleaning process is so easy, much easier than other brushes that require much more care. So it's fast, easy, and very sanitary because it's just one piece of plastic. It's very easy to put in water with some detergent and I'm good to go. Very easy to clean, and that is a feature that nobody talks about because people all talk about clean just purchased ones, and the maintenance is something that few people talk about. So this to me has the advantages of being sturdy, lightweight, so portable, easy to carry on, and it detangles very well. So this is my choice. I like this brand. I purchased 3 of them, so it's a sign that this has to be in my holy grail set. And that concludes my selection. So these 5 holy grails with the VALMONT that is not here, temporary, because he is gonna come back to my collection soon. These are my top, best of the best products I can't live without. These things are very personal. They depend on the type of hair you have and depend on the preference you have. One thing I didn't mention about it is the subtlety. It doesn't have a great sillage, and to me that is a sign of respect. Because you never know people that you find on your way. They may be allergic, they can react badly to scents. So it is not respectful, in my opinion, to have a huge sillage. You don't have to scream your presence. If you have the right personality, you will have people come close to you. You don't have to highlight your presence with a scent that can be disturbing. So to me, something that is discreet is also a sign of respect. So that's my point of view, but I know that this is personal, and the notes are very personal. So these are more personal things, but these 2, yeah, everything in makeup and beauty is personal, but these 2 are highly recommend. And the VALMONT as well. If you get access to a sample, try it on that specific mask because it's amazing. Okay, now let's go check Stephanie's video. See you in my next video. Bye.